you on, brother? Shout out to Kaboom. You in the closet, bro? You in the
What
Kaboom
up, bro?
closet?
I'm in my
Shout,
office.
shout out to Kaboom, bro. What's up with you, man?
Oh, you
Appreciate you
was
coming
working.
on with us tonight.
Yeah, man. My fault tapping in a little late, man. I had a lot on my plate, man.
I already know, bro. That's why I was telling the audience, I'm like, man, them niggas bigger than me. They busy. You feel me? Bro, we've been talking a lot about the Philly scene and how we grew up and shit, bro. And I was telling them I didn't even get to tell them the story about the first time I met Kaboom. Feel me? Kaboom, Concrete Jungle. Concrete Jungle,
Right.
Kaboom, NA, $3. They came down to my block. Y'all was on 63rd and Grays. Y'all was on the block. Y'all was on Grays. And y'all was out there with Ron Black. Who else was out there? Yeah, all I know is when y'all got out there, that shit got lit, bro. That shit was love, bro. I never shit like that. That shit is memorabilia for me, bro. I never
Right.
forget shit
Right.
like that. You know what I mean? Being able to be
Right.
close to close. I mean, up in person with the niggas that we watch on TV. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, you gotta understand at that time, y'all niggas was famous. Y'all famous now, but y'all was
I
famous
understand. I
to
know what you
us.
mean.
Like,
I know what you
you feel
mean. It
what I'm
was
saying?
lit. It was dumb lit back
It
then. We had the
was
city on
dumb
smash
lit,
shit.
bro. And
Right.
and
I
that's the
just,
reason I wanted to bring y'all on, bro, because y'all deserve y'all flowers for
yeah,
what y'all did for the city. Like for real, bro. Like
Definitely. I appreciate them every time, bro. Every time. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a blessing when I'm able to travel around and I'm in a random spot in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Maryland, for example, the other day, and somebody in a random gas station is just showing me love, like X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? That mean anything, especially when somebody tell me that I inspired them to rap or inspired them to specifically battle rap or whatever it may be. If I inspire anybody to do something greater than themselves, you feel what I'm saying? To push the culture forward. You know what I mean? That's a blessing in itself. So, you know
right.
that.
what I mean? It means
That's
everything to me.
what
So
we do it for, bro. That's what we do it for, man.
exactly, exactly. Like I don't get hung up on money and all that because we can trick and run into money. You know what I mean? You wake up and turn around and run into money. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? The money come. It's about the day to day. It's about the legacy. It's about, you know what I mean? Like when it's all said and done, like I remember the other day, for example, I was I was taking my son to the barbershop, you know what I mean? I go in the barbershop, it's crowded in there, you know what I mean? My man tell me in the joint, you know what I'm saying? I inspired him so heavy. He said, yo, man, you know what? You can take my spot, man. And it was his son that was getting the haircut. So he let me get his spot and his son's spot so I could put my son's spot in there. You feel what I'm saying? And this for my son to see that. You feel what I'm saying? For my son
Yeah.
just to see that somebody else moved their son out of the spot, you know what I mean, for him on the strength for me, you know what I mean, was everything, you know what I mean, because how much I inspire him and X, Y, and Z. So you feel what I'm saying? It's the little things like that throughout the day to day that means everything. You
Yo,
feel what I'm saying?
yo, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact, bro. Man, that bro, Boom, I learned a lot from you, bro. I learned not just from you, from all y'all niggas, bro, from all y'all niggas. I was just telling him that the difference that I felt like the difference between, and I don't want to, yeah, I think we talking about it now, but we ain't separating nobody. But I said the difference between headshot and top class was like y'all was aggressive and in your face, like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
was, I mean, y'all was animals when it came to this shit, bro.
yeah.
Feel me? And we used to watch that shit and admire that shit. You know what I mean? And we learn from that. Honestly, bro. So look, this is what I've been saying. This is what I've been saying. Everybody keeps talking about this drill music, but I felt like personally, y'all created drill music. Feel me? Y'all created drill. When we was kids,
To
that's
some
what the fuck
degree.
we was listening to. We was listening to y'all,
Yeah,
and that shit ain't nothing but drill music, bro. Like you know what I mean? To an extent, I
To
feel
a
like
certain, yeah.
y'all started that shit, bro. I don't mean to disrespect nobody, you know what I mean? But like, who was doing that shit that y'all was, you know what I mean? Y'all was doing
That's a
that shit
fact.
in '06. In
That's
'06.
a fact, bro. I had a group, bro. I had a group of Mexican essays from California, bro. Literally, I'm talking. This is about 2030. A group of Mexican essays, bald head with tattoos, white beaters, khaki, chucks, and from LA somewhere, sending me pictures, calling themselves Touch Money, saying they the Touch Money branch over
Facts.
and over there representing us.
Facts.
Straight
Facts.
cholos,
That's
with the two buttons.
love, bro.
I'm like,
That's
Yeah.
love.
man, yeah,
I do
You
wanna
feel me?
ask you. I do wanna ask you. At that time back then, when you was battling, whether it was over a beat or in person,
mm-hmm.
beforehand, do you say to yourself, "Damn, boy, it's hot. I can't just bullshit with him." Like, do you give that opponent that respect,
All the
or
time, all the time,
Facts.
all the time, all the time. Like, if somebody fire, they fire. I don't never just, you know what I mean? Like, I always say I'm too honest, and it's to my detriment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be feeling like sometimes maybe I need to lie, stop being so honest, because it's hard for me. It's hard for me to lie, bro. Like, I got to I got to keep it real no matter what. And people be mad at me for that sometimes, but like, it'd be like, so if I'm battling somebody, it's a lot of times. Actually, me and Still was talking about that today. I posted a clip, and he was saying
I just
how
mentioned that.
yeah, when
Mm-hmm.
he was like, yo, when he was battling me, he was in his head. He was thinking to himself like, yo, damn, what I just get myself into? And I'm like, yo, vice versa, bro.
I
I'm
was
thinking to myself
thinking the
like, yo,
same thing.
what I do to him? Like, why he going at me like this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy how fast forward. You know what I mean? That's like really my brother, like all of them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's like, I'm always thinking that. Like, I remember when I battled Joey Jihad, I was thinking to myself, like, and you know, like, I'm a fan of the culture. Like, if you
Right.
fire, you fire. I don't care if you just start rapping today. You know what I mean? And if you fire, you fire. I'm a fan of you, and I want to help do anything I can to help you get where you need to be. And I hear somebody like I say that to say I be tuned in. So like, for instance, the double back to Jihad, I remember when I was battling him, I already was tuned in, so I already knew what I was hitting for. So when I'm hearing them battle me, I'm like, oh, this some new shit right here. I'm like, oh shit, this shit fire. I ain't hear this before. This shit crazy.
I wasn't
And
ready for that.
I'm saying that with Reed. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of these dudes, I felt like they was way more seasoned than me at the time because they was moving around the circuit more than me, and I was kind of more so grassroots. Wasn't really on DVDs yet. I was just, as they say, feet on land. I just was going from block to block, battling people.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Neighborhood to neighborhood. So just to hear them, you know what I mean? I used to be in my head like, damn, they crazy, they fire. So I'm always thinking that, you know what I mean? Like, even when I'm battling somebody nowadays professionally on stage, I'm thinking to myself like, damn, that was crazy. Damn, that was crazy. But you know, I got like the rock face, the stone face, like, no, that
Right.
shit ass. But if I tell you one thing for sure, and two things for certain, the same way that I'm like, yo, that joint was fire. I hate when it's ass, bro. I hate when it's ass. Like, I'm sitting there like, bro, come on, man, because I
Like,
hear
for
so much
real.
hot shit from people all the
Right.
time. See what I'm saying? So I'm just like, bro, come on, man. If you don't that shit, that ain't it, man.
That ain't it.
That ain't it, man. But
How long ago was this verbal war zone battle? I just watched it, I think yesterday or today.
versus City Towers,
You fucking snapped. Like,
yeah,
when
I
you
agree.
when you get into that mindset, like, what is your writing process? Like, before that battle, like, how do you get into that mindset of, I'm about to do whatever I want to this boy?
I'm about to fuck this nigga up real quick.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you definitely did that.
I
Congratulations on
kind of
that.
like,
That was a 30.
thank you. I kind of like disappear from like social media. I disappear from like interviews and all that kind of stuff. Like, I kind of just fall back from everything, from going out to events and all that. I'm just I'm just in the dungeon, literally in the dungeon with the lights off. You know what I mean? Ain't no AC, ain't no fan. I'm probably hungry right now. I need to get something to eat. High or nothing. That's one thing that I learned. For me, I write better sober. You know what I mean? For me, you know what I mean? So I just got a clear mind, and I just go into a zone, and I just be like, I just be feeling like, you know, I'm about to prove I'm the best. Can't nobody in the world fuck with me, and that's the mood that I get in. And that's actually the mood I am in right now for my battle on September 9th. Like, I am on some other shit right now. Like, when I step into that ring with this bull, like, I know people hear me and they feel me and they understand when I say I'm about to murder this bull, but they have no idea because it's bigger than him. It's bigger than the battle. So they don't even understand. I can't even explain in words. It's not even funny, bro. It's not even funny.
He said it's not even funny.
Everybody is going to be on notice. I'm talking everybody. Homies alike. Everybody's going to be on notice.
So let me ask you a question. I got to ask you a question. So how would you compare your battle style and your music? You know what I mean? How would you compare your music from when you started, you know what I mean, your battling style from when you first started to now?
Oh, night and day.
Night and day. Go and explain it to us. Tell us why you say that.
I've always been a sponge for knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? Always been a sponge for knowledge. But it's like now I fully embraced it. Like, I'm definitely reading more. I'm definitely, like, for instance, when I'm riding around in the wheel, I'm not banging music or nothing weird like that. I'm listening to a documentary. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to a podcast. I'm listening to something that I could benefit from. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn something. So I'm constantly absorbing information. So like I said, whether I'm listening to a documentary, podcast, audio book, or something like that, I'm definitely reading in my off time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm studying, like no lie. I just recently started getting in, and this shit blew my mind. I just recently got into neuromelanin. You know what I mean? I was watching an interview from the boy Smart Guy, and he kept saying that word. And I knew what neuroscience is because when I had community college courses, I was studying that. You know what I mean? But then I just started looking into neuromelanin, and it blew my mind. Like, whoa, that's spooky. Like, hey, you ever notice when, you know, and this is anybody, whether you white, black, anybody, when you get a cut or a bruise or something like that, that bruise turns dark. That bruise turns dark first before it heals. It's that melanin that heals it. You know what I mean? It's the same concept in your brain. If you can understand, it's the same concept. That melanin is strong. You feel what I'm saying? And you only can utilize what you activate. So if you don't activate it, it won't be used. So if you know how they say that you control your reality, you manifest destiny. You know what I mean? And I've been big into that too. So when I combine the two, the manifestation and the neuromelanin, and understanding psychology, how to break down words and vocabulary and all that, like, I feel like I'm in a total another zone now. Like, my creation process is something stupid. Like, I'm writing a 32 every day now. I'm writing a song every day now by accident. Not sitting down. I'm talking driving around, busting ones and twos. I'm coming up with 16s and 32s, throwing them in my notes while I'm on the road. Me and you could run into each other at the store somewhere, and while you talking, you might say a word that might make me think of X, Y, and Z. I'm start jotting that joint down in my notes. Everybody will tell you, I'm always jotting stuff down in my notes. You might say a word. So my creation process is at an all-time high. I'm not playing around with this. I'm not playing around with my gift that I was blessed with. And I feel like it's not just necessarily rap. It's the vehicle of rap, and using that to take it through the moon. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, we were talking about our voices being our instrument. Feel me? And that's like right now, bro. First off, Kaboom, bro. You just gave us a lesson. Number one, feel me? You use your voice for that. Feel me? This podcast, this live show is going on all platforms. You feel me? So you reaching people, you been reaching people. You feel me? But you just showed us a whole nother side to you, bro. And that's the reason why I want to do shit like this. Feel me? Because they like, bro, we've been talking about it. Feel me? Artists, we not just rappers, bro. We artists. We create. You feel me? We building shit, bro. You just taught me some shit, and I already was on that wave. Like, so we talk about the power of the law of attraction. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's serious. What's the chances of us attracting that with Kaboom? You feel me? The people need to see that and need to hear that. You feel me?
See,
like I said, we've been looking up to you for years.
For example, right? Like my background, right? My background is all my children's like artwork. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that background, they artwork. It's their creativeness. You feel what I'm saying? So I try to use their creativeness. You know what I mean? To inspire me. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like it's just a whole aura. You know what I mean? Or creativity. You know what I mean? Like that we have at our fingertips that I feel like we don't utilize. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of this stuff to some degree we already know. You know what I mean? So
sometimes and that's something else that you touched on. You said things have to be activated. Like I tell people all the time, we got self-healing abilities. Y'all don't even peep. That's what a cut is. When you get a cut and it scab up, that's your body healing itself. You feel me? But people don't think about it that way. Feel me?
What I'm saying, man.
Like what you said, you gotta.
It's so crazy for like a doctor or whoever, for a person in the medical field to have to study for years with our body. You feel what I'm saying? And they still ain't cracked the code. They still ain't cracked the code. They still can't understand why our brain looks like a nebula in the galaxy. They still can't explain the way they look so similar. Like, how do you explain that? Or better yet, how our neurons look like a super highway. Looks just like a
super highway running through your body
and connected. It's crazy. What I'm saying? And I feel like the more we're aware of that consciously, because our subconscious is powerful too. But you can't. You got to be able to take the subconscious and make it conscious and understand. Like, yo, I'm powerful. I'm powerful.
That's why they always say human beings only use one side of their brain, because that subconscious is powerful. These are facts, bro.
If you notice, it's sad. Let us make God, and first of all, it say us. You know what I'm saying? In those holy texts. But that's a whole another story. But it says, let us make man in our image, in my image. That's not just.
Explain that to him. Explain that to him why wording is so important.
You feel what I'm saying? Let us, and that's crucial. I feel like a lot of people.
Because wording is so important. Y'all gotta understand. You know, that's how they been getting us.
Who's us? But that's another story though. But it said, let us make man in our image. You know what I mean? That's
so who is us and who is our? If we men.
Right.
Pay attention.
Who else was there? You feel what I'm saying? I guess one could say the angels to some degree. You know what I mean? If for lack of better terms. But that's a whole nother thing when the average person don't know. When you think of angels, and so to speak, with the robes and the wings and stuff like that, and you look at how angels are actually, how they were actually totally night and day. You ever
how they were described?
Of how they actually
how many eyes do an angel have? They say angel. Okay.
1 million eyes.
Thank you, Boom. Thank you, Boom. Shout out to Kaboom, bro.
Wings. It's actually spooky, and they say
shit. It's not what you think, bro. It ain't what you think.
When you read all those holy texts, they say anytime an angel came down and was talking to the humans, the people was terrified.
They were scared.
Terrified if it looked like a person with wings. That's because it looked like a floating eyeball. You know what I'm saying? It's like a floating thing with 1 million eyes. This is what they said, what they described. So I just said
that's how they describe it in the book.
Yeah, the seraphims and all that. It's just crazy.
I do a little bit of reading too, my guy. I appreciate you for that. For real.
Yeah, man.
For real, man.
Like I'm like a what you call them? What you call them? They say like a crackpot. Like I got so much information that's just like I'd like be all over the place. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes, and I'll be moving too fast. You feel what I'm saying? I'll be having to slow down when I be talking to certain people because I understand that. You know what I mean? Like first of
everybody
all,
don't get it.
When a lot of stuff. If you take the technology we have now and take that back in the day, let's say just 20 years ago, it'll look like magic. That should have looked like magic to people, bro. So when you think about it, when you think about magic, all magic is like, as far as like what we know it today, it's like sleight of hand, you know what I mean, certain technologies, because everything is technology basically to some degree. So when you take so when you think about that, you know what I mean, and you take that back then, people would think it's magic. So I said that to say not everybody is fully equipped, you know what I mean, or have the patience or the wherewithal to even digest this information and A, look into it more, don't take my word for it, or B, want to even receive the information. You feel what I'm saying? Because they so caught up on a bunch of unnecessary stuff. You feel what I'm saying? That's like, yeah, I absorb that information too, but that information is nothing. I absorb that too, all the ratchet shit, but that's nothing. That's microwave shit. You get that ASAP. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, you know, it got to be deeper. It got to be more.
I like that term, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
You said that's microwave shit. I like that term, bro. For real, that we need to start using that, bro.
Shit. You feel what I'm saying?
For this nonsense shit, that's microwave shit, bro. We need full course meals now. Feel me?
Microwave shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like it'd be like you get that shit so fast, so quick. Like I get that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of times, bro, I find myself playing dumb. I find myself playing dumb a lot, bro.
Cause you don't want to offend nobody with what you might know.
Because I notice when I do start talking about X, Y, and Z, you'll have some people that, not all, but some people they'll either feel like, oh damn, you know it all. You know it all, and I'm like, no. Actually, what makes me super intelligent is the fact I know I don't know it all. I know that for a fact. I learn new shit.
And I want like to learn more. Like
crazy, man. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm that's just what I'm on, man. I'm just trying to just expand my gifts. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like, to go back to your original question, I feel like it's night and day. You know what I mean? From where I was before to where I am now. You know what I mean? And so when you apply that knowledge along with like physical strength, like I'm in like the best shape of my life that I ever been. You feel what I'm saying? I come out this shirt, I look like an action figure. You feel what I'm saying? and so like when you put the two together, I'm able to deliver the material properly the way it needs to be delivered. You feel what I'm saying? To live all the way to the name that was given to me, Kaboom. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just on some shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just on some shit. Like I'm just on some shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm the most humblest person in the world. Like, but I'm not humble no more.
Yo, and you
understand what I mean?
Oh, that's definitely a thing, bro. I feel like I've met you maybe twice. I know the first time I met you, it was all love. Feel me? Like humble as shit. And then me reaching out to you to do this, bro. Like, bro, like Tom was like, yo, go ahead, just do it. Just reach out to him and shit. Feel me? And when you responded, bro, that was humbling to me, bro. Because like I said, bro, I'm small fish in this thing. You feel me? I'm a nigga with a planned out idea that's trying to make something happen. You feel me? And the response, like I said, bro, we 14 weeks running, bro. Like, you feel me? This episode 14, it's a milestone. You feel me? This is a milestone for me to be able to have somebody of your stature on today. You feel me? Shout out to Ron Black. We talked about Ron Black earlier today.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Shout out to Black.
See, and for you to say that, when you say stuff like that, that's humbling to me. You know what I mean? Because, excuse me, I'm all about building relationships. That's what I'm heavy into. That's worth more than currency, because that's what keeps the currency. is the relationship. So I'm just all about building relationships. Crazy.
Now,
And when I tell
I
people,
see you still be out with Reed and all of them and shit. Y'all got these battles coming up and shit, bro. I've been waiting for something like this to happen for a long time, and y'all niggas is back, bro. Like y'all niggas is back. I'm enjoying the shit out of it, like for real, bro.
yeah, man,
Tell me about that experience, bro.
I mean, that's everything right there. And I've been trying to get more and more people from my era, like the reap the benefits of what we did so long ago for nothing. Like we was doing that shit for nothing, for the love, to get a name, to be known, just because that's what we do. So I'll be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? We walk, we crawl so they can run. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, and that's why y'all need this. Y'all need to talk about this shit, bro. Fast, like,
I wanna ask though.
fold it out.
What?
I wanna ask this. Out of everybody that you battled, is there anybody in your mind that you could think of that you would want to run it back with?
Yeah, it's a few people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would say pretty much everybody, just because this new boom is dangerous, you know what I'm saying? The competitiveness in me is just like, yeah, what's up now? But I would say at one point it was my brother still, but it's hard for me to get into the aggressiveness. It's hard for me to get aggressive with him now. It's hard for me to like piece it together and want to like go at him, because I'm on a tip now. Like, after I battle you, we're not gonna be friends no more. Yeah, you know
right. You want to hurt a nigga? Like, if we gonna battle before I hurt, like,
it's gonna hurt. Unfortunately, it's gonna hurt. You're not gonna.
It's gonna hurt.
Cicero, I wasn't even in this mode that I'm in now. And when I battled Cicero damn near ain't like me for like 2 years, bro. Like, real rap. He was uncomfortable around me for like two good years, bro. And I could feel it. Like, damn, he ain't fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even on this type time that I'm on now. So,
right.
Hey, you know what I mean? But I seen somebody say Tay-Rock. Yeah, I would definitely, that's who I would say. I would say I want to run it back with Tay-Rock. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
That's who I would say. Because he definitely, he been performing at a high level. And he been battling consistently. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that motherfuckers got it fucked up. That, I mean, anybody can pull out a fire performance every once in a, but he's battling consistently against other just as fire motherfuckers, if not more fire, and winning all them joints convincing. So,
right.
So that's my party right there. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Like, matter of fact,
hey,
that's a good one right there. K-Shine or Tay-Rock, one of them two. Just because I would say K-Shine actually, I would say him even more. I would say K-Shine actually even more than Tay-Rock. Actually, because I only got to do one round with K-Shine. Only got to do one round with K-Shine, man. And Shine, and that's my guy, but he can't front. He know a lot of the consensus was like, I don't know, Shine.
He said, I don't know.
We need to see 3 of those. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Boom was getting crazy on you. And so I would say K-Shine, you know what I mean? I would say K-Shine, you know what I mean? K-Shine would take Tay-Rock, either one of the two. I say more so K-Shine just because, you know what I'm saying, I've been building with Tay-Rock more. Don't get it fucked up. I can still get in that mode on rock. But I ain't really been talking to K-Shine or nothing like that, so it's not really gonna be hard for me to like I wouldn't lose no sleep if we wasn't cool. I really wasn't.
Now,
I mean,
not even on no funny shit. Is there anybody that you haven't seen yet that you got in your mind like, I need to see this nigga?
Of course. I want to see Lux. He was in my class. I want to see Lux, of course.
Yeah, he was.
So I want to see Lux. Mook is my man. That's really my brother. But I want to see Mook. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo,
I want to see T-Rex. You feel what I'm saying? I want to see Averb. I want to see Hitman Holler. I want to see Ill Will. I want to see Hollow the Don. All these motherfuckers that they said this, that, and the third. Well, what's up? Well, let's see what's up.
I want to see him.
What's up?
I
And
can,
we
I
gonna
can
see what's
respect
up.
that.
We gonna see what's up with the conversation after this battle. We gonna see what's going on because after this battle, this is my draw a line in the sand. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, he ain't getting away too. I want to see him too. Ain't nobody. It ain't no picks. I want to see everybody. If somebody's saying, "Oh, he nice, he that," oh, I need parts. I need parts. What's up? You know what I'm saying? But you know, we building right now. But somewhere down the line, we gonna have to have that conversation. We definitely, and we
Straight up.
actually supposed to battle already at one time, and for whatever reason, it didn't go down. So but I be feeling in my bones, man. I be knowing like, yo, I'm a battle such and such eventually. I be knowing it, and I be right. I be dead right. How it just fall into place. I'll be like, damn, that's crazy how that came together, and I felt that. You know what I'm saying? So I already know that all them names I battled, you know what I mean? They gonna want to battle me. That's my goal is to make it so they want to battle me.
Yo,
That's
so
my
let me
goal.
ask you a question, bro. I seen you promoting your what is it called? Soundtrack for the slum.
Yeah.
Tell us about the process of putting that together. You know what I mean? What you wanted to get across to people? You know what I mean with this tape.
I just wanted to just give them a little taste of the records that I can make. The records I got is retarded. I got about 40. I got about 40 records. See, when I was first putting this joint together, I had so many like records. I'm talking records, like full composed records with my man P. Shaw, shout out to him, singing on the hook of Substance. I got tons of them right now. I'm talking records with bridges and all kind of crazy shit, like real records.
Real
And so
song.
I was like, you know what? These my babies that I crafted, and so I'm gonna split them up with a lot of the freestyles that I got going on. So I'm just mixing them up. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm showing that boom, I can get in and rap about whatever. I can just get real ratchet, or I can get onto a topic, or I can switch the flow up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that we want to do, I can do. You know what I'm saying? And it won't sound weird. See,
Right.
I be noticing a lot of niggas will do shit like, I don't know, the certain rappers, they might be auto-tune. And that shit, I'll just be like, bro, that's not you, bro. It just don't sound right, bro. It don't sound right. Like, I can't explain it. It's just not right, bro. You know what I mean? But I feel like when you hear my records, I feel like I can do every single thing. I could do everything. I could do literally everything I could do. I can get in my Eminem bag, you know what I'm saying? Well, I could get in my little Uzi bag. You know what I'm saying? I could get in the boat. You feel what I'm saying? Each one, you can at least pull something out of substance that I said that's like, damn, that was actually like a quotable line. Or damn, I ain't never see Boom do that before. Or whatever the case may be, you can take something from them, John. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just a tip. I was just showing my versatility. You know what I mean? I already got volume 2 pretty much done. You know what I'm saying? Ready to go. So I can drop right after this battle. Because that was the goal. I said, well, I got everything, you know what I mean? I got a strategic plan that I'm putting together. You know what I'm saying? I'm assembling an Avengers team, so to speak. You know what I mean? With, different people that do different things. Engineer, graphic person, whatever it may be. I'm assembling Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what brings the budget.
What you're gonna need right there.
You need a team of people that play different parts. People want to talk shit about Hawkeye and the Avengers, but Hawkeye played a super integral role. Super integral. You feel what I'm saying? He was important to the team. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to put together. You feel what I'm saying? Rappers come a dime a dozen, and I love them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want a team full of rappers. You know what I'm saying? I want a team full of people that do different parts. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. When you see Coca-Cola, but it probably was about 20, 30 different people that different roles to bring you that one can of Coca-Cola.
That one can of Coca-Cola.
To bring you that product. You feel what I'm saying? So
teamwork make the dream work.
Every time, bro. But a lot of people, they egos, they want to be the front runner. You know what I mean? And they'd be like, if you're the front runner, you're the front runner. If you're not, you're not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bench players get rings too.
Facts.
Bench players get rings too. And guess what? They don't got to deal with all the nonsense that main man got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? They get the ring, and a lot of them is
they go home. They get they go home.
Hey yo, he just made Boom, you just made me look at things differently. Like, now I'm looking at it like this. Outside of me doing music, I'm loading. I'm a forklift operator, so I'm loading these trucks with all kind of shit.
Right.
These trucks is going to places like where you work at, Mysfit.
Fact.
Look at that.
Look, and that's the point that I've been trying to make, bro. We stronger together, bro.
You see the
Like that can of soda. That can of soda, I loaded that pallet onto that truck.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit came to my store.
That went to your job.
Look, I'm making
And boom on the way to the studio. Boom on the way to the studio. He thirsty. He go to the store and he get that soda.
He go get it. But all people see is the soda. They don't even understand how many people still getting paid off of this one can of soda doing different shit. You feel what I'm saying? There's so many different ways that I always tell people, use me. Don't abuse me, but use me. Utilize me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm going to figure out a way to make some money. Even if you don't, I'm going to figure out a way. So use me to benefit. You feel what I'm saying? If you can't be used, you're useless. You feel what I'm saying? So we all need to be used and utilized. There's nothing wrong with being used. Like that's a good thing. You feel what I'm saying? You just gotta understand how if somebody using you, you can be able to use them as well. That's not a negative connotation. You feel what I'm saying? So when people get to abuse,
when they say one hand wash the other, one hand wash the other. This is like
I'm a recommend a book to you. It's by Greg McCone. It's called Essentialism.
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 Got you. Essentialism.
Yeah, like something that's essential. Essentialism. It's by Greg McCone, and he touches base on a lot of things, and we're not gonna get into it. But I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you ever feel like your time is being hijacked by other people's agendas?
Absolutely. All the time. All the time. Do you know every criminal case I got, right, is all due to someone else. Each and every one. I've never been caught for something that I was doing that, they just caught me. There's never been a case. Everything I did when I was moving solo dolo, chilling. Anytime I involve somebody else in what I'm doing or I involve myself in what they're doing, I allow myself to be like, you know what I mean? Because I'm the type of boy where if you got a situation, a plan, whatever it may be, bro, call me. I'm coming. You just got to remind me.
Right.
Because there's so much shit going on. So if you call me like, yo, this is what we doing, I'm going to be out with you. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to rock out with you. Even if I don't benefit from it or nothing, I'm going to go because I don't know what could be there to benefit you. You know what I'm saying? And just you succeeding and me seeing you win benefits me, benefits my soul. So I'm like, all right. I notice when I just take a step back from shit and I just move on my own accord and I get so much more accomplished. It's not even funny, man. It's not even funny, bro. I learned to say no without saying no because. You know,
right.
There's a lot of times somebody will say for whatever reason, you'll say, no, I ain't, because I ain't got it. I learned to say no. I got it, but no. And that's not no slight. That's not no slight to that person, because they got to understand that you're not beholden to do anything that the same way that you was able to put it together, however way you was able to put it together, is the same way they could. The same exact way. Now, it's sometimes, you know what I mean? It's okay to, help X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, I just learned like not to feel guilty about putting myself first. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't feel bad about saying, no, I value myself and what I work for. I value this a lot. And I'm just not willing to just part
give it up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, and you don't owe nobody no explanation.
You don't owe nobody nothing. Dang.
And if they like mines, you know what I'm saying? Then they'll understand.
They'll understand.
They'll fine. It'll be like, Cool.
Cool. Look, what's understood on gotta be explained.
And those like mine that's like that is the ones that I want to be surrounded by and be around. The ones that understand and be instead of saying can I get or whatever the case may be, they call them with a plan. Like, yo, even if we fell, we crash and burn horribly. At least we try. So I'm always down with a plan. Like, yo, what's up? Let's try to. Yo, you want to go out here and sell these bottles? I'm just using an example. You know what I mean? Just want to go out here and sell these bottles of water, bro. I know where we can go. And these bottles of water is going fast. And do. Yeah, you do? Okay, well, I'm about to go buy 10 pieces of water and meet you over there.
Hey, right?
No.
There you go. Hey, Kaboom, let me ask you a question. Oh, hold on, where is it at? And I lost the question. But I was going to ask you something how would you say, like, your music influenced the culture? Like, you know what I mean? How would you say your music influenced the culture?
That remains to be seen. Because a lot of times, a lot of people's body of work, like a person will get to a certain what's the word I'm looking for? They'll get to a certain stature, and then people catch up and finally get on board for whatever reason. Then they start to go back and they start to realize, like, oh shit, yo, this joint was. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like that remains to be seen because this is the first full project that I've dropped in a while, and I got more bodies of work to drop. So I want to look back on it and then see. I want to look back on it a year from now, and then say, okay, now how did that work? Because I done had so many people that didn't even know that knew me like a motherfucker and didn't even know that I could make records like that. You know what I'm saying? And they just was like, yo, bro. And I'm just like, bro, you knew me for 10 years, bro. How you didn't know that, bro? You know what I'm saying? That just let me know that people don't see the vision until the vision is already there. You know what I'm saying? They hear you and they believe in you. They do, but they don't see it because it's not there because it's your vision. So I understand that. I don't get mad at nobody because they don't see my vision because it's my vision. You're not supposed to see it. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and you're supposed to have your own vision. And if your vision aligns with mine, if you see like these can work together, you know what I mean? That's different. So, like I said, I just want to look. I'm gonna look back on it, and it's a good question. You know what I mean? I'm gonna definitely put a pin in that, put that in my mental Rolodex. And I'm gonna definitely think about that. You know what I mean? But like I said, when I hear, like, I know people listening, but it fucks me up when I just sit back and I think like, damn, people really listening, bro. Like some random kid from Australia DM me the other day. Like tons of people, but I'm just using, for example, some random kid from Australia just DM me the other day. Like, what are you? What?
Why are you even over here?
Where you doing, man? And
right.
It's like, yo, man, X-Y's, I've been telling everybody about you out here, man. How old is you? I'm 17, man. I like rap. Like you one of my favorite rappers. Like, period. Like, not you one of my favorite Philly rappers, not you. No, you one of my favorite rappers.
That's what I was about to say.
Like that.
Across seas and shit, like at this time, man, I feel like today's time is a good time for artists. Like for us to be able to, it's the best time for us to be able to push ourselves and maximize off of everything right now because they gave us all the tools we need.
Bro, I just woke up one day and I just asked myself, like,
shout out to Reese, man. What's up?
I just asked myself that one day, like, what you waiting for? Reese Man, no. Me and Reese Man had these same conversations. What we waiting for? Who's to say that you can drop 10 freestyles in one day on your Instagram? Why not? Why not?
Why not? Why not? And now and see, that's something else, bro. That's something else. Like you talked about it earlier. You said y'all did all the crawling so that these niggas could run. Like, man, I doubt y'all was really getting paid off those DVDs, bro. And they was all over the fucking city. Like, you feel me?
The great thing about it was, now that I know business, how I know business, we wasn't getting paid how we should. It was on the tip like, all right, somebody want to get us on a DVD. All right, $300. Or $400.
Right.
All right, $5. And then knowing what I know now, and once I start dropping our mixtapes and stuff like that, that wasn't nothing. You make that at one store. You make that at one store with one box. So they like that. That's not even counting hand in hand.
Exactly. And it's under the table. They ain't paying taxes on it. None of that. Like, it was straight cash. Feel me?
Bro. So
look.
So that's why I'm just utilizing. I'm just utilizing the platforms that I have, everything to the fullest. I'm dropping all day, every day, everything I got, everything. I'm going crazy, bro. I'm going crazy. The only reason I'm not dropping I've been writing them. The only reason I ain't dropped I just halted on freestyles on the gram just because I fell back because I started writing for this battle. That was it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I would have been, as soon as this battle done, I'm back to dropping freestyles every single fucking day on the gram. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
And I'ma just be, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just going crazy, bro. Like what we waiting for? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
By me doing that, the amount of just all kind of shit that just comes my way is ridiculous. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, like,
this is sad, bro.
Who does Kaboom listen to?
That's a good question.
Let's see. I don't really listen to. So I listen to Benny. I listen to Benny the Butcher. I'm gonna say Griselda. I listen to a lot of Griselda. I listen to and this is like on a consistent basis. I listen to a lot of Griselda. I listen to a lot of a lot of 38 Special. I listen to a lot of older projects, like older shit. Like I listen to a lot of 50, a lot of Wayne, a lot of Hove. That's what I'm really listening to. I mean, obviously, I skip. I check out all the new shit. You feel what I'm saying? I check out. I'm on everything. But like, I mean, I listen to Lil Baby here and there because I understand. Like, damn, like he's like rap is a science. You know what I'm saying? It's a science. If you break it down to the flow patterns and stuff like that, it's really a science. And so I'm like, oh shit, Lil Baby, he got the science. And I don't think you be understanding how good of a rapper he is. I really be having arguments with people, and they be trying to. I'll be like, bro, he's really a good ass rapper, bro. He's really crazy as shit, and he don't like. I don't want to say he dumb it down, but he dumb it down. He dumb it down. If he wanted to rap a certain way, he could. He don't. He just dumb it down. He cracked the code, and I'm just like, yo. Certain people just crack the code, and if it ain't broke, you know what I mean, don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ron Black asks, do you think this is a young man's game?
Not no more.
Not no more. Tell him, please tell him it's not.
It was at one time. It was at one time. It was because it was gatekeepers. You feel what I'm saying?
But now the doors is wide open because we can drop shit ourselves. Yo, Reese Man said boom listening to Bruno Mars.
Have a good night. It's like it used to be gatekeepers and they used to have their certain rules. You know what I mean? But not no more. Not no more. Like now it's like you can do whatever you want to do until you 80 years old. Like it's no stopping. There's no stopping. because you got direct to consumer. You know what I mean?
Right.
Before you had gatekeepers that was dictating what they wanted because they knew that once you became a certain age, they couldn't control you no more. Because now you're a grown adult now. Now you're going to want to know how much you're getting paid. You're going to want to know about percentages and businesses and different deals. You're going to want to know stuff. If you just a dumb little kid, they can market you and stuff like that. They can't do that to the adults. So that's how that whole thing goes right there. But when it comes to look at a lot of like some of the biggest artists. Look at like a let me see, like a Rick Ross. He didn't really explode onto the scene until he was well in his like middle ages. You know what I'm saying? 2 Chainz. He didn't explode onto the scene until he was well in his middle ages. I think Bootsy is popping more now than he ever was before. You take somebody like who else? The Jay-Z's, even though he was like in his early like 20s, but if you notice, as look at like the Benny to the Butcher, the Griselda,
progressed.
It's a lot of people that's just like, and then you got a whole. I was surprised and just how much it's a market that's starved for bars, bro. Just for bars, like for rap, because there's so much. The shit they play on the radio is not what's hot.
It's not.
It's not. Hot. People think just because it's on the
radio, that's what's hot.
It must be hot. That's not how it works. People just like I'm gonna cash out the program director if I got my situation here. I'm the label. I'm gonna just cash out. You know what I mean? Because mostly damn near every radio station is controlled by a certain company, and that company is controlled by another company. So, like, really, at the end of the day, all these radio stations is pretty much controlled by the same person.
By the label. By the label. I mean, iHeartRadio on how many stations? Pay attention.
You know what I'm saying? And then you think about who owns iHeart.
Exactly.
And then think about who owns, you know what I'm saying? And
Umbrella.
It just keeps going to about four. It's about 4 people that control everything you see and watch.
It's 4 major labels in the world. It's 4 major record labels in the world. I've been telling y'all this shit since the 5th grade when Murder Inc. kind of signed me. It's 4 major labels in the world. In the world. It's only 4. Search it up.
When I found that out, when I was looking at, and me and my wife was actually going through that, and we was like, and I was like, babe, I don't care what what it says. They have a parent company. And then that parent company has a parent company. And it'll, like you said, it'll all go up to a good 4 labels. That's
4 record labels, bro.
They is. And then it's crazy when you see such and such beefing with such and such. 9 times out of 10,
they on the same
label. They got to go to the same offices and the same everything. It's all a big ass game, man. Once I seen that, once I seen all that, I was like, "Oh, this shit is sky's the limit."
Yeah, it's dope. You can do whatever you want with this shit, bro.
Bro, you can do whatever you can do whatever you want. All that matters is the material good. That's it. I don't care if you're 60 years old. If that shit fire, that shit gone.
Thanks.
That's it.
Boom. Thank you for telling them that, bro. They don't be wanting to hear it from me, bro.
They just a lot of shit people say 9 times out of 10 is just regurgitated on what they heard somebody else say. That's it. It's just something else that they heard somebody else say, so forth and so on. They never even like saw this themselves in print or something like that. Because if they was to take the time to read a few books, you know what I'm saying? You will understand that really everything in this world, however they told you growing up, stuff work is the opposite.
It's the complete opposite, bro. They lied about everything, bro. Everything.
However you think police work, they work the exact opposite. However you think government work, they work the exact opposite. However you think money work, the opposite. Banks, opposite. Everything is the opposite. And once motherfuckers start looking at shit like that, they'll start getting the game and being able to play the game the way it's supposed to be played.
That's why people be mad at Trump. I ain't mad at that nigga for knowing how to play the game.
Bro.
You better take a page.
First and foremost, when it come to that ball, Trump, you never saw money on the streets like money was on the streets when that boy was in office. You never saw money.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Everybody
Yo.
had racks on top of everybody.
Everybody.
But people like we racist. So I challenge people. I say, yo, pull out one racist clip. One. Not what they said.
Not what somebody else said. Pull up something that he said.
You can't show me one.
But look, I had to.
Hey, yo, it's crazy you said that, because just earlier today, I seen a video. I'm mad. I can't remember boy's name, but he was saying before Trump ran for office, he said we all used to smoke cigars together and all that. It was him, Oprah,
but
everybody. And they said the moment he ran for office as a Republican, now he's racist.
So now you got to ask anybody that the news demonizes. Anybody that the news demonizes is the opposite. And anybody that the news praises, it's the opposite. It's a reason why a lot of these people were scared of him, because he was donating to a lot of their campaigns. So he knew a lot of the dirty secrets and a lot of shit that was going on. So they like, oh no, we can't have this boy be no damn president. This boy ain't got he's a loose
He ain't got no filter.
As we see. He got no filter. People talking about
he can't control this nigga.
He don't like poor people. It's not that he don't like black people. He don't like poor people.
He didn't even. That wasn't even the issue, bro. That wasn't even his issue.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm just
look. Can we talk about it for 1 second? We're gonna talk about it.
Hell yeah,
we're gonna talk about it. We can talk about it for 1 second, right? When it comes to illegal immigrants, name one American that can leave America without paperwork. I'll wait.
There you go.
I'll wait.
There you go.
But y'all want to allow people to come into America without paperwork. Y'all gonna fight for it. Does that make it make sense? Make it make sense.
Exactly.
Make it make sense. Not only that, y'all talk about y'all don't have no job, and then y'all want to bring more people over here. Where do you think the jobs gonna go?
Exactly. I tell you firsthand. I remember when I was trying to get parole and I was working work release, and I was working for a landscaping company. They was paying me good as shit at that work release, bro. And I was thinking to myself, like, yo, when I get out of here, I might stay at this joint. Because first of all, the skills is invaluable. Like I use them same skills at my own house. You feel what I'm saying? And utilize them at other people's houses. And that allows me to be able to start my own landscaping business when and if I choose to. So anyway, I'm thinking like, damn, I'm about to stay on here. Man, I noticed in the back, they started building trailers. And I was on it, like, what's up with these trailers? Nobody was saying nothing. Store tools. But the tools stored there. You get new ones? Trailers for the illegal immigrants. On that they fired like 10 of us. You feel what I'm saying? To bring them illegal aliens in so they can pay them nothing.
Pay them less. Pay them nothing. To take your job.
The only people that's going to lose is us. We the only one that's going to lose at the end of the day.
But he don't like black people. Yo, and this one made me mad, bro. Trump went on TV and was like, yo, black people keep saying I don't like them. Like, what are you talking about? If the illegal immigrants are gone, the jobs go to you. He said it on TV, and they never played it again.
What I hate about, and not Trump, I'm talking about a lot of these other politicians, they always smiling. They always fucking smiling. They always they act like they not human. Like, I want a motherfucker that's going to keep that shit real.
That's going to be real. That's why I told my dad, I said, Dad, at least we know what Trump got. I mean, we know what the fuck, how he feel. We don't know what the fuck Biden feel. Check this out. Biden, right before he picked Kamala Harris, right? The day before he picked Kamala Harris, the Breakfast Club was like, oh, Biden just went and he met with 3 white women to consider for his vice president. 3 white women. And the Breakfast Club got mad at him and they aired him out. And the next day, he had chosen Kamala Harris. When the fuck did he even meet with this bitch?
Exactly. That bitch is dizzy as a motherfucking tornado.
When do y'all even see this bitch? Why? That shit was for y'all to vote for him. That was a distraction.
And look, my thing is this: when it all boils down to it, because we all have emotions, but I tried my damnedest not to operate off of them.
Right.
I don't gotta like him. All I'm worried about is his policies. That's it. I don't give a fuck what he's saying. Even though I love what he's saying, even though I love it, don't get it fucked.
Even though I loved every second of it.
He's the fucking kid. I love him.
No, the Kung Flu.
But like
that was the best one.
But I really look at his policies. I'm like, damn, his policies is really the shit. People don't even think it. That First Step program, yo, he got some shit going on. He got some, and the shit he wanted to do was even crazier. Crazier.
These niggas don't even understand, bro.
So I'm just like, y'all worrying about what he's saying and not what he doing. Like,
no, and the thing is, they weren't even listening to what he was saying, bro. They weren't even listening to what he was saying. To this day.
I tell you one thing, a lot of people, it's starting to, you got a lot of people, they starting to get like hit to it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people they really not even into politics, they just starting to get hit to it, like damn, you know what I'm saying? Like shit is bad now. Like shit is not how it was before. Joe Biden got in the office and he started booking motherfuckers for the PPP shit. He started booking people for that shit. And it's like, you motherfuckers surprised? This the same motherfucker that I know we know that just one of many, but we know that one joint that he had at the Senate when he was saying that these motherfuckers is a danger and all this other shit. It's a jungle. You know what I'm saying? We savages, all this other shit. He gonna lock us up. He don't care if it's this big or this big, whatever. Motherfuckers is going to jail. No ifs, ands, or buts. They're gonna steal your daughter. Yo, he was talking crazy, bro. And like I said, that's one of many. That's one of many. And people just was like, I was flabbergasted. That let me know.
Or the shit that his son just got arrested for during his term, him running. You remember
How
that?
that shit even work? How that shit even work, bro? How that shit even work? So that shit just had me like, man, I got to deal with like minds, because a lot of these motherfuckers, they so worried about, they so just, man, I can't even call it. You know, I can't even say they worry about what he say, because the majority of people never even really sat and saw a whole full like a full like, you know, dialogue of his.
Right.
They probably saw a clip or a sound bite that was taken out of context, spun with a narrative to get you in your feelings and emotions. You feel what I'm saying? To deter you away from what he was doing. Because why wouldn't they be talking about all the good shit that he was doing? Like, why wouldn't they don't even speak about it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
look, and you know, he winning the Republican debate right now. They mad as shit. They talking about him again. They mad as shit.
Listen, this motherfucker is the only motherfucker ever that got mug shots, jail mug shots, and all that shit, bro. Like this, man.
Yo, you want to know what else? You want to know what else Trump did that nobody else did? He stood up to the pharmaceutical companies.
Look, that's one of many. That's what I'm saying. That's just one of many things that he do, bro. You know what I mean?
Has anybody noticed how all of a sudden all of the kids got autism? When we was growing up, autism wasn't that big a thing.
Yeah, that's a whole nother can of worms, a rabbit hole, Paul. That's a whole nother conversation, boy.
You already know.
Vaccines and all that. Well, motherfuckers use their common sense. Motherfuckers just use their common sense and say, okay, so it's better that now you look at chicken pox, right? Look at chicken pox. When the last time a motherfucker got a chicken pox shot? That's because we don't. That's because we don't. By natural immunity, that shit my mom got a chicken pox and she brought me in a room and made me catch the chicken pox. And now I never had a chicken pox again. And now my kids never had a chicken pox shot and they never had the chicken pox. You don't even hear of people really even getting the chicken pox even more because our natural immunity weeded that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is wild, man. Like, that shit is wild. Be careful with that. Just give it to me, because you're gonna mess around and take your eye out with that joint. And it's gonna hurt my heart.
Right.
So, like, it's just crazy. Like, and so many people got scared and forced into taking them daggone vaccines, man. Taking them daggone vaccines, bro. And look at that. You got healthy ass people, athletes dying, dropping off that shit, bro. Like, you don't know.
Look at LeBron James' son, bro. Did y'all see LeBron James' son pass out in the middle of practice? Like, this is LeBron James' son. Like, that shit don't make no sense.
A lot of these vaccines is, they've been studied over time to see how it affects, you know what I mean, generations and stuff like that. A long-term study. You taking something that just was made in 6 months, and truthfully, you don't even know what it even is. Because when you think about it, the way, see, I was in jail when the whole pandemic first started rolling out. So I was able to look at this shit different because we will watch, tell everybody this story. We will watch the news. We watch the news at 5 a.m., 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, the 12 o'clock news, 3 o'clock. Now I watch news every time they come on. I'm watching regular TV. You know what I'm saying? So, and I would see so many shootings and just so much crazy shit. And I'll be like, damn, was it always this bad? Or is it getting this bad? But that's not the point. The point is all this crazy shit that's happening every day on the news all day. Now, when COVID hit, that's all they was talking about. Every single news broadcast and every hour, that's all they was talking about. So now all this crazy shit that was happening all day, every day, you're not even talking about that shit at all. I mean, at all. It's literally COVID, Death Watch, Death Toll, all this shit. Then I noticed all the commercials was COVID related. All the commercials. Then I noticed all the TV shows that, you know how TV shows work, the season was filmed prior. So that means the show's filmed and done. The actors are somewhere, wherever they at, but they got together to film specials. COVID, Zoom specials. All these shows. They have comedy shows where all the comedians getting together. So now, to me, it seemed like a coordinated effort. You know what I'm saying? And then when I come home, I see every store. They got the glass barriers, all the signs. They got everything. This stuff takes time to manufacture. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I would say this: the person, if you was a company that manufactured some little blue bullshit ass masks, you made a killing.
They made a fucking killing, bro. He made a fucking killing.
Who owns those? Like, I mean, but it was just a bunch of shit that just seemed like it was a coordinated effort, bro.
Yeah, like everybody was working in cahoots with each other.
And I'm just like, so y'all can do that for that. Why y'all can't do that for anything else? They stopped the world for that.
They stopped the whole fucking world for that shit, bro. The whole fucking world. Niggas was on don't leave orders and shit. Bro, like, y'all stay in the crib. Bro. The whole fucking world.
The same way y'all stopped everything until y'all quote unquote found it. Why y'all can't do that with everything else?
Right.
We're gonna stop the world until we fix the opioid epidemic. We're gonna stop the world until we find a cure for cancer. Motherfuckers ain't leaving the house until we find a cure for cancer. Motherfuckers ain't doing, like, however way they're gonna do it. But I'm just saying the same way that they stop everything until You could do that for everything else, but they don't.
Yep.
Why? Why don't they stop it for that? And why did they stop it for that?
Yep.
So that right there told me that this shit is fishy. That right there had me like, I'm not taking it. And now all of a sudden now y'all trying to roll out these back. No, what's behind it? Me and my kids not doing it. We're not doing it.
Thanks, bro.
Y'all gonna do whatever y'all gonna do. We not doing it. We not taking part of it. And now look, Tom. People were shaming motherfuckers for not taking.
That shit, yo.
They were shaming.
I ain't take mine.
You ain't take the back. Like, and now look, that shit is an afterthought. That shit is an afterthought now. That shit is like when you see somebody talking about that, you kind of look like, hello, that shit an afterthought. But the whole world stopped for that shit, bro. Thanks, bro. It's shit like that. I'm a thinker, bro. I'm a thinker, bro. And it's like sometimes we get distracted with other shit, but at the end of the day, all this shit be distractions, man. All this shit be distractions. When they doing that shit, something else is going on, bro. I noticed that a lot, bro. When they doing some crazy shit, if you just look through the headlines, because we got access to all this information with our phones. We can find everything out with our phones.
Yo, and you know they've been releasing FBI cases and shit. Like, you know, they say the energy is shifting. That's why they trying to get people to separate from each other, because when motherfuckers been coming together and the energy's been like, you know, bro, it's a lot, bro.
They don't want everybody building. They don't want everybody bonding, working. They don't want everybody. They don't want that. The police out of business.
Now the police out of business. I heard about that.
Hospitals and stuff are losing money because that's a business. All these businesses all these businesses that's supposed to be public services is now losing money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so they don't really want us all building. They don't really want, you know what I'm saying? They don't want it to be the point where if you don't got it to pay your bills, everybody on your block just make sure that all your bills are paid.
Good,
you got
right?
Food in the crib, you good. Everybody.
They trying to take away the village,
and just your kids can play. Even if you ain't outside, the neighborhood gonna watch your kids.
Right.
You don't even gotta be outside. They don't want that.
Hey.
You kidding me? They want us.
Yeah.
Oh man, this white person this, or this black person that, or this Spanish person this. You know what I'm saying?
But they say divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. Trying to divide us up. They got black people divided up amongst black people.
Every time, bro. That's the next thing I was getting ready to say. That's the next thing I was getting ready to say. Because when you think about it, your fear is never, you don't never go into the world worrying about a white boy robbing you. You don't worry about that. And when you see a white boy, you kind of in your head,
you kind of like, I ain't worried about
so you ever sit on a unit and you see the white boy come on. They make sure he got his coffee, he got shower shoes, he got anything. He can get on the phone, get a three-way. The poppies come in, the same thing. The moment a nigga come on the unit and motherfucker say, yo, can I get a suit? Man, I don't know that nigga.
What? I don't know, boy. Yo, like, what's up? Like, that shit crazy, bro. That shit really hot. They make us look at each other. I never forget, bro, the first time I came home, right, and I heard, and I seen a lot of people talking shit about Charleston White, and I hadn't watched him yet, but I heard people talking shit about him. And this was a while ago. So the first clip I seen him, and he was like, when a black man gets his gun and is loading his gun, he's loading that, every bullet in that gun is for another nigga. Not for a white person, it's for another nigga. And that shit fucked me up when I heard
I ain't going fraud. That just fucked me up.
I was like,
in the back of your head, as a nigga, I worry more about other niggas. That's crazy.
You're not worrying about a Chinese motherfucker. You're not necessarily worrying about a Spanish motherfucker. You worrying about another nigga, bro. You worrying about another nigga coming in your crib, or when you see another nigga on the street, you watching that motherfucker like, what's up with him? You
Yo,
watch
and
other
yo,
people too,
and that's
but
one
not.
thing that I've been doing, bro. I've been trying to make it a habit. When I see my black people, I speak and I call my black brother's brother. What's going
I
on,
do
brother?
too.
You
I
feel
do
me?
too. Yo,
How
I
you
told
doing,
my man,
sister? Because we gotta
and
remember.
and
Go ahead.
I don't even know if he watching it, if you see it or whatever. But I remember we was doing some work the other day, and there's a couple white guys that work with us, and he was like, he just going off, and he just nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, nigga that, and every day it's fucking. Every time I'm with him and we working, I'm not hearing him say that. It's just fucking making me cringe because I'm in my
Right.
head like, if at any given moment these motherfuckers return the dialogue, not even on no negative shit,
Right.
just engaging you in
Right.
positive conversation,
Right.
you engaging them. Dang, what's up? And they slip up because you know for a fact they talk like that amongst each other. And like I said, it might not even be no malice to it. Some of them it do. A lot of them it really don't. So if he was to exchange and say, yeah, because right, the niggas was tripping, you gonna lose your shit. You gonna lose your shit. Because you say this shit around them all day, every day. And
All day.
I be talking to him. And even the white boys be saying, man, that should be happy. That should be making me uncomfortable when he's saying that. So, and they like, why how that don't make him uncomfortable? So I had to tell him one day, like, yo, bro, stop saying that, bro. And I noticed he wanted to say why, but he didn't. I noticed he had a little attitude, like, all right, like, and I'm just like, that's crazy. But I say,
Nah, he knew.
but it's another point I wanted to make. I'll be
Because
working
he
in
didn't get
races
it.
now, and I be dealing with, I deal with a lot of different races, right? And I notice, right, if I'm the only black boy, or I come into a situation where it's only one other black person, you know what I mean? Now, not all the time, but a lot of times, I notice that black person will feel threatened when I come around. Because whatever he was portraying himself to be around these white boys, but he knows
not
that
dead.
I'm giving off a certain energy. Oh, now he not that. So now he
Not
feels
dead.
threatened now because now he can't play that role, and whatever he was doing around him, he can't do that now
Because you
for
gonna
whatever
know
reason.
it. You gonna know it, and he know you gonna know it. Look, this is the thing. This is something that black people really got cold. Like, and I be peeping this shit all the time. And sometimes, like, I appreciate it. Like, some shit you don't gotta say. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see a black person and y'all like it be like little shit. You know what I mean? Like it be little
I
shit.
do.
Like you walk up and you know what I mean, and it be like, you know, it's like that connection, that understanding. Like we gotta get back to that connection in all aspects. You feel me? Because before we didn't need to talk.
Our dialect,
We didn't need that.
our tones and inflection. Now I love it those few times when I do run into another black person and they just be so relieved, like, oh my God, bro, thank God you're here, bro, because I would
Nigga.
those people. It'd be crazy that feeling, how you feel like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But I know those few people where it just be like, you know, what's your problem, bro? Like, what's your problem with me, bro? Like, I'm here to help. You know what I mean? You don't know, I'll be your best friend here. You don't even know.
Right.
You don't even know, like, the resource that you just came upon. Like,
no, man, that's yo, that shit really crazy. It's real. It's real. Like, feel me? Us as black people, man, it's just a lot, bro. It's a lot because whether we like to accept it or admit it or say it, like we got a lot of traumas, like a lot of traumas that we're all getting over. Like, you know what I mean?
All of us.
All of us.
Bro.
Because history travels through DNA too. Whether you've seen it, you know it. Certain shit a spark in your heart. You feel me? In your heart, in your mind. You feel me?
Ayala Van Zant spoke on that, and Ayala Van Zant, she spoke on that, and what book was that? Spirit of a Man.
Spirit of a Man.
She spoke exactly on that.
Do you know the feeling I get when I hear, like, like a real like African like drum music. Like when you hear those certain tones, like the feeling that you get is
Yeah.
undescribable. Like you feel that, like I can't even describe it. Like
I
just be
know. I
like,
know exactly. Yo, we talked about that. We talked about that before. That feeling you get when you hear that right sound. That,
yeah,
you know what I
like,
mean?
oh my God, bro. When I watch these people, and I'll be watching
And
like
it
certain
touch
like
you right here.
documentaries, yep, with these certain tribes, and to other people, they might look like, I don't know, I don't know the word for lack of a better term. Let's say like savage, or they might look whatever. But I'll see these people, and I'll be like, yo, they're beautiful. I'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, they're beautiful, bro. I'll be looking like that's not, they beautiful. And I'll be in
It's
awe
amazing.
just
It'd
watching
be
them
amazing.
with no shoes, with no nothing. They just running up the tree. Like, yo, you gotta watch, what the fuck is their name? It was in Tanzania. It was a tribe in Tanzania. And it was like this white guy. It's a bunch of people that come down and spend days with them and do shit like that. But I remember this one particular one, this white documentary guy. He came down there, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, he fully dressed, all his safari shit on. He ready to go. They just out there with fucking loincloths and whatever out there. And when it was time for the hunt, bro, they was running. He said they ran, the hunt was like 4 miles, some shit like that. These motherfuckers ran the whole way, barefoot, through all types of brush, all types of shit, with no shoes, no nothing, zipping. And he running, and the bushes is smacking him and shit. He had all kind of welts on him, all kind of crazy shit. They ain't had nothing. They
They
was
ain't
cool,
nothing.
bro. These
They
motherfuckers
flying
climbed up
through
in the tree. This motherfucker climbed in the tree, bro. And it was these big ass Tanzanian bees, wasps, mother, big as shit. They was just grabbing the honey, and they was saying that the bees and the people kind of like got a bond, that
Right.
they don't sting them. The bees was just crawling over them, not stinging the bull, and they just ripping the honey, eating it, climbing up the tree with no gear, no nothing, barefoot, and dropping the honey down to the bull. Yep, just like that.
Yeah,
And the
just
bull
like
and the white bull, the bee stung the bull, bro. His shit was like boom, boom, boom. This shit looked crazy, bro. He had to get up out of there. He was doing an anaphylaxis shot. He had to get up out of there, bro. He was about to die. You know what I'm saying? And then that shit was crazy, bro. I was that alone. And then the bull came back. And then they showed them, they took them on a baboon hunt in the middle of the night. Mind you, these people don't got no light, so they hunting in the, you know how it is. And shit, in the suburbs where I live, there's no street lights. Any suburbs, people know there's no like street lights in the neighborhood. So when it's dark, it's dark.
it's dark.
But it's still lights. It's still like little lights, porch lights, and all kind of little shit. So it's still lights.
They don't got no porch light.
They don't got nothing out there.
They going strictly off the sky.
How dark it is in the woods at night. Only thing you got is the moonlight, and that's not, if you ain't in a clearing somewhere, that shit is, they out there in the pitch black dark hunting baboons. And mind you, the baboons, they said the baboons is, they smart as shit. Like the baboons will fucking run down on you and treat you and drag you back, and they can't, and go eat you. So
Right.
like them baboons is no joke. So, but they literally in the pitch black dark shooting poison dart arrows. You know what I'm saying? And they surround the baboon nest. They have one half of the tribe on this side with the arrows and the other half on this side. And they scare the baboons out and make them go this way towards the poison arrows. Mind you, the other half of their tribe is right on the other side of the brush. They don't never hit each other with the poison arrows. They're standing right in the line of fire. But they hitting these baboons head on. Wow. Wow.
In the middle of the night.
Hitting them in the middle of the night, bro. And then they grabbing them and they tying their paws together. Big ass baboon, like a teenager. Grabbing that motherfucker, putting it on their back, and carrying this baboon back to the cave, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that fucked the bull up, bro. That shit crazy, bro. They chopped this motherfucker head off and they chopped the head off and cooked the head like that and sliced it off and ate the brains out of the head, passed it around like it was hors d'oeuvres and shit, passing the baboon head around. And that shit just had me like, bro, like, and when you look at the people, The people look like us. They don't look
different.
They look
no
like
different.
They had dreads. Only reason you know they not when they start talking. You know, like, oh shit. But they look like just like us. So it fucked me up. Like, yo, that look like that could be like Jay or Ron or whoever. Yeah, bro. Like how removed we is from shit, and at any given time, if shit was to shut down, like motherfuckers gotta ask themselves, what would you do if the supermarket shut down and the store shut down and you can't go buy anything? What are you gonna do? Motherfuckers can't say it won't happen because we already done got signs of it happening recently in the last couple years. So what are you gonna do?
Listen, facts, bro. Real shit, bro.
Ain't no Chinese stores.
Ain't no
poppy
Chinese
stores. Ain't no markets. Ain't no nothing.
Look, we'll be able to use that shit for a month, but
man,
feel me? Because let's just be real. If everything shut down, everybody gonna go and raid everything. But that food's only gonna last a month.
And then look, if the power out,
how you cooking?
Ain't gonna last that long.
Feel me? How you keeping it cool? See, that's why y'all gotta watch them survival shows. Real shit,
bro. Like
them shit is everything.
We really got the tools right now at our disposal to do whatever we need to do to be self-sufficient. My dreams changed, bro. Now, this time, bro, I want a ranch, bro. I want my own ranch compound with water well,
water running through it,
generators, food, vegetables, firearms, gold and silver, and things like that I can barter. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. A compound that's self-sufficient that could just survive off the grid, self-sufficient to however long it need to survive.
Look, you know and what's crazy is this, like they got it where they got houses that are the smallest footprint on human civilization, where like they installing water and solar panels and having the water harness energy and hold and store energy, feel me, where the house is energizing itself. You don't need no electricity, none of that shit. Like, we're really at that point in our lives, like, I mean, in this world. So the question to me for me is like, why the fuck aren't we utilizing these things? Why are they putting that to the forefront? You know what I mean? That's what people need to start questioning. Like,
that's what
you feel me?
I'm saying. Like, they don't want us thinking about, because once you get rid of the bullshit, that's the shit people gonna start thinking about. That's the shit in thought when motherfuckers just blowing, they high, they just pondering, they just gonna think like, hey, what if the supermarket's closed? Then that gonna get the motherfucker. And you know, fear is the best teacher. Fear is the best motherfucking teacher. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just the shit I be on, and I just be noticing that the majority of our people, they not on that type time. They just not. But
what I'm gonna say is this:
they think it's never gonna happen.
Boom! I'm gonna say this because this is what I've been telling them, bro. It's a lot of people coming on this wave, bro. It's a lot of people switching to this wave.
More than you would think.
More than you would think. Way more than you would think, bro. A lot of people is on it, but I be on TikTok. You feel me? And the people that's on TikTok, they own it, bro. Like, they be on it. They be, bro. It's so much shit we could talk about as far as this shit goes. Like, you feel me? Like, this shit is expensive.
Listen, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I can sit and fucking talk about everything. And this is a build right here. This is a build. So I can sit here and build on this shit literally and for infinite. To fucking
for sure.
7 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta go put my son to bed for school.
For sure, bro. No, bro.
For school. I know you're in the background.
I did. I seen him too.
He going crazy.
Boom. I wanna thank you, bro. I wanna thank you for all the knowledge, bro. I wanna thank you for coming on, bro. Just man, like I said, we small fish in this big sea, you know what I mean? And this for giving us the light of day, you know what I mean? This is a milestone for us in many ways.
I mean, anything, man. I'm trying to build, man. So this won't be the last.
Bro, I was about to say, we gonna be in contact because I already know what type of time you want,
bro. I'll pop up anytime, bro. We can make this an annual thing. We'll talk.
No, straight up, bro. I was about to say, you mute.
Yeah, I forgot I'd be muting my shit. But yeah, I definitely wanted to tell you that you were very pivotal and inspirational and influence, like, and a big influence on me, lyrically.
Oh man.
Like,
see?
I told bro earlier, like, you was one of those ones that was just, you was you was one of my go-tos. Like, if I want to sit back and I put any of them DVDs on it or go on YouTube and Kaboom. Like,
yeah, man, right. I was telling him, bro, OG did it for me, bro. For real. That was my shit, bro. That OG did it, and that, you know what I mean? That was back then. Feel me? That shit did it for me, bro. That shit had me like, oh yeah,
you was one of those ones. Like, it was an honor to sit here and just have a conversation with you.
Oh man.
Let alone what the conversation was.
And you know, and that's my thing, man. Like, from now on, like, when I had these conversations with you, I'm like, man, I want to have a conversation. Let's share knowledge. You know what I'm saying? If I'm the one that is the well of knowledge for that particular bill, then shit, let's build. And you know what I mean? If somebody else has the knowledge, shit, I'm all fucking ears. I'm one of the best listeners, I think, out there, bro, because I know how to just listen and not say what I would do, not say what I would think, not say my advice. No, listen. People don't really do that, though. They hear you, but they not listening. It's a difference. And y'all, like, if y'all just take the time, like, really take the time out of the day, throughout your day, to just like consciously notice who's really listening. Watch how many people cut you off. Watch how many people say what they would do. Watch how many people say what they think you should do, or what they or what they would do, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times a motherfucker just want to vent and want you to listen because they value you. You feel what I'm saying? So they want you to be the recipient of what they're trying to express. So sometimes they just want you to listen, and then when they ask for your opinion, then it's valid. But just notice how many people really listen to you, and then double back and ask them what you said. They gonna say the wrong shit because they weren't really listening.
That track said, "Boom the shit." My fault. Boom, the shit you doing is inspiring. I'm still waiting on some new clothes. That's that track.
Yo, listen, I'm on it. I had to upgrade my shit. But like I said, I got my whole office, everything ready to go. I'm about to go crazy.
Boom. I played that Spook Hill Tears. Give me another track to play before you go. Well, on your way out.
Let me see. Cause for real, you could play anything, but you could play Beautiful Day. That's a record for their ass.
Cool.
In fact, no. Play Demon Scream. Play Demon Scream.
Demon Scream. All right. I'm gonna play that. Demon Scream. Boom. I got you. I'm playing it right now. They got some money. They got some. Shout out to P-Star. And that's not even what it's about.
Yeah,
I remember when it used to be about getting out. Not this place. They want to get out. There's no place for them to go. There's nothing out there for them. They are more scared of living and dying. They don't cry. They don't mourn. They just kill each other. The destiny of young people here. Yo, support this podcast. We swing to the shot.